Hey guys, just here once again for a quick map clear with my crit ball call spec, which is the ball lightning and stormcall, Vile stormcall build. I've been playing it a bit more because it's pretty fun. Not quite as quick as my Wind Ripper build, but very satisfying and fun to play. So I'm gonna probably go to, don't think you can see, I'm 87 right now. Probably gonna go to about 90, 91. See if I want to change anything in the meantime and all that. I just started the map, but my computer crashed, so here we are again. It's a pretty tough map because it's temp chains and cold damage, and I'm only just now starting at level 87 to get into the higher maps. So this should take me, I don't know, maybe something like 6 or 7 minutes because temp chains, and I've got to play it a little bit carefully not to die to cold damage and slightly tougher mobs. So we are using dual curse these days. Whenever our Herald of Thunder zaps anything, you get both Assassin's Mark and Warlord's Mark. So I'm stacking power charges and endurance charges. So while temp chains, yeah, it's pretty annoying, it's actually good for keeping your charges up, since you can occasionally lose them playing this type of build. Drop something else, nothing special, no one cares. Typically just before popping a box, I'll put my Vile Stormcall down, then pop the box. Everything dies, happy days. Okay, map. So Vile Stormcall, still really cool, still highly recommend it if you're gonna go a lightning spec. Even if you're, you know, just an arc spec these days, doing whatever, you know, the standard Pledge of Hands or, I don't know, Void Batteries, whatever people play these days with their arc specs. I think a 4-link Vile Stormcall is so good to use. So, probably a good idea to incorporate it into any lightning build you play. Drop it down, kills things. It's also good for, like, sniping things around corners. You know, you can drop it, like, say, academies. There's an entire, room full of discharging dudes or something. You know, stand back, drop it around the corner, it'll zap a few guys down. If it crits, because it's an all or nothing spell, you know, you drop it down, and if it's a crit roll, everything crits. If it's a non-crit roll, nothing crits. If it's a crit roll, yeah, everything dies. Pretty easy, pretty good, pretty satisfying. Maybe later. So far, still not too many troubles here. And I've started to, you know, get more in tune with the character, so I don't die very often at all anymore. I feel pretty safe with my Vile Pact, with Warlord's Mark, that sort of stuff. It's just more when I was trying to play it like my Wind Ripper character, I guess, just running in balls deep on everything all the time. I'd get myself in some pretty shitty situations and die. But when I slow down just a little bit, play it a bit more careful, it's actually still pretty comfortable and pretty fun. I enjoy the critting, the shattering, the explodings. That said, I might try and make a version of this build on standard. Holy shit! Xandro. See, I don't have a Immortal Call set up, so when he starts like that through temp chains plus cold damage, I just get fucked. That's never happened. I haven't had to deal with something like that before. So that's a pretty rare occurrence, but Jesus Christ, I just got stun locked, started to move, was desynced, and still getting raped by him. That's really rough. So I was talking about that I might try and get some stun immunity on this build on a standard character to test some things out. Usually exiles actually just die. As soon as I see them I drop a Vile Stormcall and they die, but this guy sniped me from around a corner. I didn't even know he was there until his first ground slam hit me, and from then on I could do nothing. So that was pretty brutal. Now we'll build up our Stormcall and see if we can go find him without dying first. There he goes, wrecked. So yeah, you know, I'll still upload this video and I'll still show you how things happen, because that's, you know, as legit of a death as you're gonna get. Xandra is like no big deal if you you know, have a Immortal Call set up, because his first one will just trigger it and then you're immune to everything he does for a few seconds, which gives you enough time to regain some life or kill him. So he's really not a big deal, but when you don't have that stuff... Oops, my bad. So you do that, you just drop your Stormcore and it kills everything that spawns. Son of a bitch. We'll go back. Yeah, so usually Xandra just a non-factor, but without an Enduring Cry, Immortal Call setup, which I don't have the room for right now because I'm using Vile Stormcall, then yeah, he can, you know, he can be tough, but usually he's not tough because he's still, you know, you get stunned once, whatever, you run away. But with temp chains and with cold damage, he's, you know, try not to judge me too bad that I died in that situation. No Immortal Call setup, temp chains, cold damage on attack, like I stood no chance. And I didn't pop my Arctic Armor yet, my bad. So come on guys, don't judge me. This character's still great. He never dies. You gotta believe me that he never dies. That was Reflect, whatevs. I'm so salty about that Xandra. Why would he do that to me? Why would I get a Xandra? Ugh. Snap me from a corner too. But you know, on the other hand, well played Xandra. Well played. That was just, he deserved it. There's a Minara woman exile. Oh god, she spawned. Vile summon skeletons. Okay. Let's see if we can kill the boss quick enough. Doesn't look like we crit on our roll. And he's punching me for a lot thanks to temp chains and cold damage. So temp chains is not great for this build because my cast speed isn't amazing. My run speed is pretty slow. Unless I'm using a VAT, which I sometimes do, but it feels clunky to me, so I don't use it that often. So yeah, take this map clear with a grain of salt. Not the greatest example, but it's a realistic example if you want to do some of these harder and shittier maps. So anyway, that's just the Ball Lightning Vile Stormcall build. Still trucking along, still having a lot of fun, still enjoying the build, and yeah, think it's worth a shot if you're into something lightning-y. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.